Hey, good morning, everyone. This is Joe Pantelio. I'm here with Justin Bright, Brighter Logistics and Brighter Cleaning, doing a client spotlight, an ABO client spotlight. Good morning, Justin. How are you doing?
Good morning, Joe. I'm doing amazing. Thank you. In these definitely different times that we're living in right now.
Sure, sure. So, Justin, tell us a little bit about your companies. You actually own two companies with your wife, but give us a little background on Justin Bright and Brighter Logistics and Brighter Cleaning.
So almost 10 years ago now, it'd actually be 10 years in June. Wendy and I started Brighter Logistics out of actually her parents' basement. We got that up and running, and it's I think when we get everybody back, we'll be 12 to 15 employees again. And that's been a great business, and we've grown that substantially. In 2 years in August, we'll have had Brighter Cleaning Services, and we started that out of seeing a need in the industry and not being able to get people to come out and actually quote us on our house. It was unreal. We had a cleaning company for a long time, and then we ended up letting them go, and I couldn't get somebody to come out and give me a quote. So I think with Wendy's frustration with that, and then my just go get it attitude, I said, screw it, we're going to do it. And here we are almost 2 years later. Some exciting news. We're getting ready to pull the trigger on opening our second location, which will be in Auburn Hills. I truly expect that to be up and running by June 1st, which is amazing during these crazy times. We're pushing very hard. We're doing a lot of marketing. A lot of stuff is going right, and I've learned a lot too. So it's been fun. It's been a cool ride. But I don't ever let what the world is happening behind us and everything else. I don't let that bother me. And I've got a goal. I've got big dreams for my family and my boys. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what we can do.
Yeah, I've known you for a couple of years now, and I know you've got that entrepreneurial spirit about you and focus. So that's great to hear. So you've been a client of ABO. Tell me a little bit on how you interacted initially with ABO and what maybe benefits that ABO has brought to Brighter Logistics and Brighter Cleaning.
So I want to say, Joe, it's been almost 7 years that we came on with you. We're both kind of, obviously, you're very modest in your wrestling career and everything else that had, and that's how we got introduced through a mutual friend. And, that it's been great since. And for Brighter Logistics, we used another local company out of Lake Orion for a little while after we used one of the big boys. And when we were using that other local company, it was a nightmare, 100% nightmare. Couldn't get anything done. ABO came into the spotlight, with you coming in and doing things for us. And then the team behind the scenes. I mean, we deal with Chris Webb and, Todd Packer and Todd, I can't remember the other Todd's last name, but, it's been amazing. And I know that if I send an email, I get an immediate response. I know that if I ask for something, I get it back. I get it when I need it. And then, like I said, a little bit under 2 years ago, we started Brighter Cleaning Services, and I gave another friend a chance. And with a company before we came to ABO with it, and friends begging me for the business, and I gave it to them, and it was a disaster, Joe. It was 100% a disaster. And nothing against my friend, because I like that guy a lot. He's a great friend of mine. And I've been very honest with him. It was a disaster. So we brought Brighter Cleaning over to ABO, which I should have done on the first part. And it's been great ever since. And in two different types of companies, right? You got a logistics company where most of my employees are, on a different pay scale, maybe a little bit, and then cleaning, where we have 15 employees already. And we're doing more of the drug testing that you guys handle for us, the background checks, we're doing all of that, right? And even the stuff for driving and everything. And it's simple, it's direct, it's cost effective. So no, I've been incredibly happy so far. And
Just
hopefully with this second branch, we'll have a third one.
Hey, Justin, with Brighter Cleaning, are you focused more on residential or commercial, or both?
So we do both. We do a ton of post-construction clean. We do a bunch of apartment turnover cleans. We do a lot of commercial stuff, especially right now during this COVID-19 era that we're living in. We've done a lot of sanitizing of facilities with a product called Virex 256, which is made by Diversey Products. It is medical grade. It is CDC approved to kill COVID. It kills everything. We spray, you let it sit. It's got to sit for at least 10 minutes to kill it. There's a lot of things out there about this disease, or that's not a disease. I take that back. But with this COVID, that is how to kill it. And I've seen a lot of stuff on Facebook and people saying that this will do it and that'll do it, and done a ton of research. But and I've gone to Diversey and I've talked to them about it directly to Diversey employees and said, look, what do you have to do? And they're telling us it needs to sit for no less than 10 minutes. It needs to do this. So anybody that tells you that you can just wipe it off and kill it, it doesn't work that way. So be very careful out there. But yeah, we do a ton, and we have grown, like I said, substantially, and we're getting ready to, like I said, open up Auburn Hills. And I think after that, we're probably gonna be looking at somewhere in the Southfield area.
So during this pandemic time, it seems like you're still, having business, still working on different business aspects. How's ABO been of assistance to you during this time of change?
This change has been incredibly frustrating. It's been hard to deal with. It's been both companies. We're dealing with employees that are afraid to come back to work. So we've been short-staffed both sides. We're dealing with employees that I also feel that, this might not be the most popular answer you've ever heard, but I also think that some people are taking advantage of it, Joe, and it's incredibly difficult. So, I've leaned on ABO quite a bit to say, hey, what can I do in this situation? What are we doing here? I know that this person is just sitting at home and won't come to work. Are they getting unemployment? But we're doing what's best for our employees, because our employees are key, and ABO is a big part of that, right? So if I have an employee say, hey, I don't feel comfortable, I respond with, that's fine. You don't need to come in. Not a big deal. Does that mean that Justin, Wendy, Noah, and Carter Bright are all out there cleaning? Yeah, that's my 14-year-old and my 14 and my 16-year-old. Are they cleaning on the weekends in apartments and doing all that? Absolutely, they are. Right? It's a family business, man. And I hope in 8 to 10 years, when I'm ready to be done, I'll only be 50 in 10 years, though. So I'll be ready to be done. And then my boys can take over. So I got to teach them. I got to teach them young, Joe.
The ground
So
up,
it's that
right?
wrestler mindset. What's that?
Yeah, from that ground up, right? So,
Absolutely,
so Todd,
100%.
it sounds like to me like you've had a lot of interaction with Todd Keller, Director of HR, in providing you with guidance and how to handle and navigate through employee questions during this time. Is that a fair assessment? Have you guys been in constant
100%. Yeah, Todd. I mean, Todd's probably sick of talking to me. No, he's been great. He is. He's been wonderful to talk to during the entire time. I know if I call him, he's going to answer, and if he doesn't, he's going to call me back. Right. So, that's the biggest thing for me is response and doing what we need. And nobody, and even in this time right now, nobody truly knows what the right answer is, but we're all trying to figure it out together, right? And I got a ton of friends that are, business owners as well, and I'm calling them and talking to them, and they're getting something else from somebody else, and I'm getting something else from over here. And we're all trying to make the best decisions that we can for each other and for our employees. Because again, the number one reason that I'm successful today is my employees. There's nothing more important. My employees are my family. But again, I know some of, just like anybody's family, you always have those ones that want to take advantage of you, right? So, but I can't do it without them. I can't. My employees have been great. I've had a handful that have been amazing on both companies. My office manager at Brighter Logistics and one of my CSRs here, those two women, they have killed it. They have absolutely killed it. They're working from home, but I know that if I call them at 8:05 in the morning, they're at their desk, right? I call them at 5:25 before they're almost ready to be done. They're at their desk. I know that, the team leads on Brighter Cleaning Services, they're killing it. They're killing it. They're doing everything that we ask them to do. And again, we have great people.
So, Justin, how can somebody find your companies? I mean, your cleaning service or Brighter Logistics. What's the best way? How, are you advertising on different platforms? How are you getting the word out?
Both companies have a website, brighterlogistics.com and brightercleaningservices.com. Each one has a LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I think that's all of them. I don't have a TikTok yet for any of them, but maybe I should start doing some dancing. What do you think? If you want to, but hey, gotta keep out there. And I think anybody that looks at either one of the companies know that I do a lot with social media. And I got a great guy at Tim at Bazaar Marketing that has run and helped me with that for the last 6-7 years as well. Tim does an amazing job. So those of you guys watching, look up Tim at Bazaar Marketing. He's amazing at what he does. Just like, Joe Pantaleo at ABO, right? I'm very happy and I couldn't recommend you more. So.
Well, we appreciate that, Justin. We appreciate that very much. Well, I want to thank you for your time today. And if you had one word to say to the people out there, what would that word be?
Optimistic.
It's a good one.
Be optimistic. I live my life that way. I truly do. This pandemic has pushed me to the brinks at a couple points, but I've stayed incredibly optimistic. And I truly believe that May 1st, we're going to start to open up and, we can get moving again and try to get back to some kind of normalcy. Not that it'll be the same, but be optimistic.
Justin, thank you for your time. I appreciate it. Stay safe. Tell Wendy and the kids I said hello.
Thanks, Joe. I appreciate your time, sir.
Take care.